It's me again, Rowie Rochelle. Hello, and this is Rowie's Bariatric Journey. And today is this is my third, recording. Yeah, it's in my car. I'm trying to set up a studio at home so I can look like really nice. So anyway, today I just wanted to talk to you guys about my process after the surgery. Okay. Or that morning of. So, well, first of all, now they're doing this thing. It's a little different. And I had my surgery on February 3rd of 2020. So recently, because today is March 2nd, 2020. So tomorrow marks a month. First of all, I wanted to update you on my progress. I had a goal in mind of what I wanted to be before I went back to work, like weight-wise. And it was, I wanted to be 399. I wanted to be out of the 400s. I made it today. Woo-woo. Oh, you guys see I got a little puff. So I'm happy about that. I'm super freaking excited. So I go back tomorrow. I've met my goal because I had two goals. One to be 408, which was what I was when I got pregnant. And then 399 just to be out of the 400s. So, for a very short time in 2012, remember when I told you in the last video that I had lost like almost 50 pounds? I think it was like almost 50. I was like 397 or something, but I was only there for a minute. So officially the last time I've been this weight would have been like 2005. So man, that's like 15 years of weight gone in 1 month. I'm just saying. Well, no, not 1 month, because I had to lose some weight to get the surgery and then, right. Okay. So back to what I got all excited. So the night before the surgery, there's like a certain time that you can't eat, and then you can only have water, and then you can't even have water, right? This is the new thing. I know this before. And then there's this drink that you have to drink like 2 hours before your arrival time to the OR. Okay, so there's this little drink they give you. And so the night before, they want you to shower. And they want you to they have these little cleansing cloths. They're kind of big, actually. And they have them sectioned off. So you use one for like the torso and your arms, another one for your leg, another one for the back of your legs, and then your back and your butt, right? So you wipe yourself down, you've washed your hair, you've brushed your teeth, you've gargled with mouthwash. And the mouthwash is because you have, your mouth is filthy and everything going down there, and they're like it can cause infection, so they want your mouth as clean as it can get. So then you go ahead and you go to sleep. I had to show up at 5:45 for my surgery, so that means I couldn't drink water or anything after 3:45, and you get 15 minutes to drink the little drink they gave you. So I had to be up around 3 o'clock just so I could be up, use the bathroom, yada yada. Drink the stuff in 15 minutes, and then yeah, that's it. They don't want you to shower that morning. You can't shower that morning because you've already showered the night before and you've wiped yourself down with these pads. Okay, these cleansing cloths. So that morning when you get up, all you do, and you don't lotion. There's no lotion. You put some deodorant on the night before, but you do not lotion. So you're going really ashy. I did anyway. I was ashy. So that morning you brush your teeth again, you do your mouthwash again. And then you go on in, they check you in. It was super easy for me because I had done a pre-admission over the phone. I know everywhere you go is different, so it depends on where you go, for your surgery. So I go in and they have me get undressed, like all the way undressed. They have me put on a robe and some footies. And then I get the cleansing cloths again, but only this time I only wipe my abdominal area, because that's what they were focusing on. So I did that, and then they took me over to like the pre-op area, pre-op beds. So while I was on the pre-op beds, they're, giving me different kinds of medicine for different things. Like this one's for nausea. This one's for, I think, like an early pain pill. I forget everything, but they did give me an injection in my stomach, and that was to prevent blood clots. So I got that. Then I saw the anesthesiologist. I saw my surgeon. There, another woman who was part of, I want to say she was part of the anesthesia team, but she, I'm not sure. But the nurse was really nice, checked me over, did, the whole gamut. And when they said 8 o'clock, they meant 8 o'clock. I think about 7:55, I was rolling out of the pre-op into the OR. I kind of remember getting in the OR, but like, I'm not sure if I really remember getting into the OR. I don't know. I was, out of it. Now, when I was talking to the nurse, my pre-op nurse, I must have told her something like, I'm a lightweight, like, because typically I don't take anything for pain. I mean, it has to be bad for me to take something for pain. And even then, I'm like, oh yeah, like I hadn't thought about it until someone says, oh, well, did you try some Tylenol or something? I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't take anything. So, I don't really take pain meds. My pain threshold is pretty high. But even with that, even when I am in pain, it's like if someone else has suggested, I'm like, oh yeah, I could do something for that. But I really like this. I really like this. This is my first time actually wearing it like this. So, girl, I forgot what I was at. Hold on. Oh, my memory is so bad. So yeah, anyway, I told her I think that I was a lightweight or something, like I don't take much medication. I did not tell the anesthesiologist, because what he did, I'm sure, is went by, hey, you're 427 pounds, because that's what I was when I weighed in the morning of surgery. So he dosed me like I was 427 pounds, which is what they do. So typically when you come out of the OR, sitting there for a little bit, you wake up, your family, your friends, whoever's been there waiting for you, you get to come in and talk to you and everything. No. I was out of it. I was in there for 3 hours before I actually woke up. My family never got to come to the recovery because I didn't wake up. I mean, I was fine. I just didn't wake up. I was overdrugged for me. Now what I remember, that's so crazy. When I woke up, the first time I remember waking up, I woke up and I was like, oh no, this isn't right. This isn't right. I can't move. I can't move. And then I was, if you guys hear my stomach, that's because your stomach gets very loud after surgery. And it's not even that, it's not even big. It's about like this size, and it's so freaking loud. I already ate my breakfast. I have lunch coming up pretty soon. I might one day go ahead and eat something so you guys can experience that, because some people, like, they burp, hiccup, or get a runny nose, when their pouch is full. It's called a pouch now, not a stomach. Me, I just burp as soon as I eat. So when you get the surgery, you're just going to be burping all the time. Just burping. And I thought, well, maybe it'll calm down by the time this month is up. So when I get to work and in front of people, I don't embarrass myself. No, so there. I digress. So I'm in the recovery and I'm like, the nurse comes over there and I'm like, can we just flush this out? It's so much. I can't move. Just flush it out. It's too much. Swear to God. So then I think to myself, I can probably get this going if I help it along. But I'm in and out of consciousness. Like, swear. I'm like up crying pretty much because I think, something's wrong. And then next thing, and then I wake up again. Oh my God, I can't. So my idea was that I could probably push this through if I move a little bit. You know how like if your arm is asleep or something, fell asleep, you just move it and they'll wake up, little pins and needles. Okay. So I wake up and I start kicking, like just my arms and my legs is and I was like, I'm just gonna flush it out of my system. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. But that's my rationale. I'm thinking, see, now it seems really funny and silly, but then I was dead serious. I was like, I get this out of my system. I'm gonna flush it along. Anyway, I got my room, and they took me to the room. I was able to get out of the bed into a wheelchair. Then I just kept falling out of the woman. I was just out. I wake up and she would stop somewhere else, and I wake up. I get to my room. My dad is there. My sister is there. I can't speak to anyone. Okay, now see, this video is probably going to lag too because it keeps stopping and then starting, stopping, and starting, and I'm really sorry. I do plan on upgrading my phone, and that should alleviate all of these problems. I get up there, I can't talk to anyone because I'm so out of it. My best friend shows up, I can't talk to her. My mom shows, I can't talk to her. Now, typically what you do when you come out of surgery, they want you walking around the nurse's station like as soon as you can manage. I couldn't even open my eyes. And then when I opened them, I couldn't really speak. Then when I spoke, it was dragging. So it just wasn't safe for me to get up and try to walk because I couldn't even keep my eyes open, couldn't keep my head up, couldn't stay awake. So that night, like later when I woke up that night, so maybe 6 p.m.-ish. I have no idea because I didn't have a watch, I didn't have my phone, but I think it was like 6 p.m.-ish. I had gotten up to go to the restroom. And I was like, well, since I'm up, let me try to walk a little bit. And I did. I couldn't walk far at all. Like, I remember I was still, like, heavily dosed. So I kind of, did a quick little walk just in the, like, U shape of where I was. But some women were, like, there were only women in my ward. But some women were, like, really... Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Really getting in some mileage. Like, they were going. Me, it was extremely hard. I was just out of it. And the next day I did better. And some people get to go home that night. Like, if you're feeling okay, you can go home then. I opted not to go home because I was still really out of it. I was like, I'm not going home feeling like this. There's too much anesthesia. So I went home the next day, and before I left, that's the first I heard about it. My surgeon came in to check on me, make sure I was doing okay. And then he was telling me about the medications that I would be going home with. Then he mentioned these injections. I said, for what? What's the injections for? Huh? Who, me? Injections? I gotta do them at home by myself? So the injections were for blood clots. They were to prevent blood clots because my BMI was so high. Remember, I walked in there at 427 pounds and 5'6". And I want to say, I can't use my calculator because it's on my phone. But the last time I had checked my BMI before walking in there, it was 68. So it was probably still about 68. And the BMI is your body mass index. And it says, if you're this height and you're female, then you need to weigh in between here. And there's a healthy BMI of like 20 through 24 or something. I was 68. So I had a really high risk of developing blood clots. So the nurse comes in and she shows me how to give myself the injections. And she's like, just jab it in, and that's quick and it won't hurt and, may not leave a bruise. So while I was there, I practiced with her only once because I actually gave myself the injection while I was there. So this was, remember when I was in the pre-op, they gave me one? Okay, so this is the same injection. So I gave myself one. And then when I got home, I was, 2 weeks, 2 times a day. Look, it froze up again. Okay, there it is. 28 shots over the 2 weeks. Every day I felt like crying. Sometimes it took 30 minutes to get the injection going because I just didn't want to do it. I was like scared. I knew it didn't really hurt because I'd done it before, but it was just, my mind was just like, no. And then I developed a new kind of way to do it is where I would, I didn't jab it. I didn't just jab it in there. I pinched the skin and then I put the needle on and then I just kind of slowly pushed it in. Didn't hurt. And then I went ahead and did the injection and then pulled it out just as slow. Like everything was slow, but it only took about 2 minutes and it didn't take a whole 10 minutes of even sitting there before I grabbed the needle and then, so it was okay. I got through it. And let's see. I think the other thing was the pain. There was a lot of pain, especially on the right side. And you'll notice that the right side pain is pretty extreme. And then it didn't help because you see these girls here. They were the incisions. Okay, I have 5 incisions. And so when I came out, they just had Band-Aids, right? The big incision, I swear, was about 2 inches, right? Big. And that's the one I kept pissing off. I kept pissing off my incisions. I had, that were really giving me some heartache. And so when you're in the recovery or in the, in your room, and get back to your room, ask the nurse for a binder. It is a binder. And it's not a, what do you call those things people are using? Those slim belts that people wear. Anyway, it's a binder. It's a belly belt. It's about this thick, right? And you just wrap it around and it holds it tight, holds your stomach tight. So when you move and stuff, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt as bad. And it helps with a lot of the pain. It helps a lot of pain. I had, my pain was really severe though. It was like, I take off the binder to get in the shower. Well, I'm like getting in the shower. I'm trying to hold my stomach, hold my right breast from touching my stomach. But as soon as I lift my leg to go over into the shower, instant pain. And then I got to lift my other leg to go into instant pain. And then I might have 2 minutes where I could, but as soon as I started moving, there was pain. So the shower was excruciating. And then I get out, dry off just enough to throw the belly belt back on, the binder, back on. And I'm telling you, if it wasn't wrapped right, it was no help. So sometimes I was just readjusting the belt, trying to get it to work. Yeah. Last Thursday though, I got up, I got in the shower, I got out of the shower, I sat down, there was no pain. I didn't even know what to do. But I didn't tell anybody because I was like, don't jinx it. With the Friday, that was good. God, I'm trying not to make this video so long. But I will tell you two things. I'll tell you two things. Blood pressure. So, I had my surgery on a Monday, and it was like by that Friday or something, maybe Friday, I started getting super dizzy. I was getting dizzy. I mean, I was like, oh, you're gonna faint. Like, you're dizzy. Oh, maybe I told you in the last video. I hate repeating myself. I hope I hadn't already told you this. But I was really dizzy, and then I had to speak to my, the surgeon. It was like a follow-up appointment. And he said, you know what? Don't take your blood pressure medicine, because maybe your blood pressure is low. Go get it checked tomorrow. So I did. And it was, I think I did tell you guys this. It was 89/53, which is low. So he told me, don't take it. Regular doctor told me, don't take your medicine anymore. Come back and get it checked in a week. I said, okay. I go in and it was 106/43, but he said not to worry about the 43. He thinks it's just the machine. So that was less than 2 weeks, and I was officially off of high blood pressure meds. I've been on high blood pressure meds since about 2015, 2014. I'm really bad with the years, y'all. 2014 and 2015, something like that. So that was a big thing. And my knees aren't hurting. Like, I can get up and just go. Like, at first I have to get up and like shake my legs and be walking over bent a little bit until, my knees decide to wake up on me. My heart rate is really good. Like, I think I'm just checking. Yeah, my resting heart rate is 68. Formerly 93. And I've gone from so my very highest weight was 467. My highest weight ever was 467. Starting this journey this time was 462. When I went into surgery, I was at 420. And now, tomorrow makes exactly a month, right? But it's a short month. This was February month. But tomorrow is March 3rd. I had my surgery February 3rd. And today, on March 2nd, I am 399. I'm so excited. I have not been under 400 pounds, like I said, since like 2005. Yeah, because when I got pregnant in 2006, I was 408. So I'm assuming it was 2005, the last time I was under 400 pounds. Yeah. So what I will do in the next video is show you the regimen of vitamins. It's extreme, but it works, and they have other options. They have a lot of different things you can do. But right now, I'm going to go get some lunch, and we'll do that. Oh yeah, I could do a video on like mindful eating, or like how you're supposed to eat to help yourself out, so you don't like stretch yourself and you don't get yourself sick and all that. So maybe I can do all that in the next one. All right, so hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, ring the notifications, let everybody know, even if they're not interested, even if they think they're gonna maybe they're thinking about the surgery, or they just want to maybe get some insight to someone else who's had the surgery, or if even if they just want to lose it on their own, just whatever, I don't care. Share, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. I'll be trying to drop videos like once a week or something. But I think I'll probably get on here and do another one tonight, with maybe mindful eating and vitamin regimen. All right, y'all. It was fun talking to you. Bye.